Guys, what's going on? It's Space Cowboy here. Welcome back to the channel with another video for you guys here today. Before I begin, I want to apologize for the weird break in content over the past week. I had really bad allergies, and what I mean by really bad, it was like to the point to where if I tried to record, my throat was so goddamn sore to where basically it felt like I couldn't talk. And it usually happens when it gets extremely warm suddenly, like these crazy, weather changes that have been happening. What was it, like a couple days ago? We had a weird heat wave where it was warmer here in New Jersey than it was in Texas. I don't know, but I'm doing fine. I'm still kind of getting out of these allergies, and I think I should be out of them in the next couple days. I don't know. My body just is weird when I get sick, but I do thank you so much for your patience. Now, I did want to have the chance to talk about it while it was fresh on my mind, and that was the Cowboys being featured on Hard Knocks and just my overall thoughts on it. I mean, I don't really care. I know some people think it's like a curse of death, or kiss of death, excuse me, when it comes to the whole, oh my god, my team's on Hard Knocks thing, and then others are like, oh, it's cool. Now, in case you're wondering, how does a team get on Hard Knocks? Is there like a specific criteria? There is, and it can be one of the three, but also you have the first. So first you have the volunteer. Like your team has to basically agree to be on the list of teams that are eligible, right? So like some teams can opt out. Now, the first one is they've missed the playoffs in the last 2 years. The second one is they have a first year head coach. Like they can't if they have a first year head coach, they can't be on Hard Knocks. And if they have not been featured on the show in the last, or if they've been on the show in the last 10 years, I should say. It's a weird thing. I don't understand that, but the point being is that this isn't like some like the Cowboys haven't been on Hard Knocks since 2008. So it's not like this is an out of the ordinary type of thing, right? Now, when it comes to like people and the superstition about Hard Knocks, I wanted to look into it to kind of see like, is it really that bad? Now, I went back and I looked at every single team that's been on Hard Knocks. Now, there have been 16 total teams that have been on Hard Knocks. I'm going to go through every single one of them for, clarity's sake. So it's not like these teams have been absolute trash. Well, some of them have, but so the first team ever featured on Hard Knocks was the 2001 Ravens. They went 10-6 and lost in the divisional round. It's like, okay, that's fine. You're not going to win the Super Bowl every single year. Next, you had the Cowboys of 2002. They went 5-11, missed the playoffs. You had the Chiefs of 2007. They went 4-12, missed the playoffs. So far, them and another team I'm going to get into are tied for the worst record on a Hard Knocks team. Then you had the Cowboys of 2008. Now, that team went 9-7, and they missed the playoffs. Now, I don't think that team had... I don't think that it was Hard Knocks that ruined the team. It was more like... Honestly, that team really should have made the playoffs. It was just... They just failed to win games towards the end of the stretch, and, like, honestly, Hard Knocks is not going to... Like, I can understand if it was a bad early start, but the Cowboys were 4-1 at one point and, like, 8-4 at another. So, I mean, I vividly remember that team. And it wasn't like the team was crappy. It was just that it had their moments, Now, here's an interesting situation. Now, the next two teams both had, winning records. That was the 2009 Bengals. They went into the wild card round and lost. And you had the Jets that went 11-5 in 2010, and they lost in the AFC title game. So, you had 3 straight winning season teams, okay? Then you had the Dolphins of 2012. They went 7-9, missed the playoffs. The Bengals of 2013, 11-5, lost in the wild card round. You had the 6-10 Falcons, missed the playoffs. The Texans in 2015 went 9-7. Then you had the Rams, who tied the best record to be, worst record on a Hard Knocks team with the Chiefs. 2016 they lost all those games and they missed the playoffs. Obviously, that was the Jeff Fisher's last year, so it's kind of like I think that's kind of expected. Then you had the Buccaneers of 2017. They went 5-11. Then you had the Browns of 2018. They went 7-8-1. And that team, honestly, if they had Baker Mayfield starting for all those games, they probably would have won more. They would have won more games, just to be honest with you. And really, there were some of those games where it was just like they really should have started out like undefeated type of thing. So, then you had the 2019 Raiders. They went 7-9. And then there were two teams, interestingly enough, in 2020, and that was the LA Chargers and the LA Rams. The Chargers went 7-9, and they were a situation where it was like they really were close in some of those games, but like they just couldn't get over the hump. And then the Rams went 11-5, and they won a playoff game, and they lost in the divisional round. So if you want to do some averages, okay, so the worst records that have been on Hard Knocks, 4-12. The best record's 11-5. The on average out of the 16 teams that have appeared on Hard Knocks, there have been 7.6 wins and 8.25 losses on average. And when it comes to like playoffs, 37.5% of the teams made the playoffs. So 6 out of the 10 teams missed the playoffs. And or 6 out of the 6 out of 10 teams made the playoffs. Again, these allergies are kicking my ass, so I can't really think coherently. But my point is does this really matter? And frankly, I really don't care. I'm not one to be like, oh my god, the Cowboys are on Hard Knocks. This is great. And I'm not one to be like, oh my god, their season's over. Now, another thing is, well, there's been no Hard Knocks team to make it or win a Super Bowl. I don't think I've seen anybody say that the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl this year, even before the Hard Knocks announcement, including myself. I said that, will they be a good team this year? Yeah. Do I think they're going to win the Super Bowl? No. So let's just, understand that. Now, if you want to go even a bit more in depth, if you kind of look at the Rams and Bucks of recent history, the Rams got the right personnel and the right coach, and they ended up going to a Super Bowl. The 2017 Bucks ended up winning a chip. But, I feel like that's a bit being picky. I mean, you can even look at the Browns and be like, they got their shit together, but, I really don't care. And it's just like, I have nothing more to say other than, you really shouldn't read too much into this, I don't think it's going to impact the Cowboys. It's like it's the Dallas Cowboys. They already have a microscope under them. So this isn't anything new. And honestly, the fact that the Cowboys were even eligible at all, damn well once they were part of the potential teams, it was just like, they're going to get it, So I'm just trying to think, is there anything else of note to speak on this? Not really. It's just more of a, hey, we're on Hard Knocks. And that means more Cowboys content, too, so that's cool to see, but it could be like that All or Nothing series that the Cowboys were on in 2017, and it was like Jason Garrett cursing up a storm because he wanted to act tough. That was pretty funny, so, what do you guys feel about the Cowboys being on Hard Knocks? I'm not a big, overly bombastic or overly pessimistic in terms of this type of thing. I'll joke around and be like, oh, wow, the Cowboys are screwed this year, but I think they'll be fine. I think they'll do well this year. Not saying they're going to win the Super Bowl again or they're going to win all their games, but I think they'll be fine. And people will say, oh, well, trends are meant to be broken. Sure, but that's remained to be seen, so. Yeah, so I will be seeing you guys in the next video. That will most likely continue the position evaluation series unless some other news comes out. So just keep an eye out for that. I'm not sure if we'll be in the next couple of days whenever my allergies subside. Even right now I'm a bit nasally. But I wanted to get this out here so I'm okay and, stuff like that. So, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed. And, yeah, have a great rest of your day.